Hi, I'm Cathie Lucas. Welcome to Trax. You know, my director said it was time for me to get ahead in life. So, Fred, here you go. We've got a great show for you tonight. I have DJ Justice from Thrust Magazine who will be on in just a little bit. But first, we have Factory Black. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Sure.
I should tell everybody at home this is a live call-in show, so get on those phones right now, 576-2266, and we're going to be talking right now to Factory Black, later on to DJ Justice, and I think you brought some videos that were shot, what, last night?
2 nights ago. 2 nights ago by Mike Nash at our warehouse.
Give him a plug.
Give him a plug. Mike Nash, he's available.
Very raw.
Very raw. It's unmixed. It's just...
But it's sort of fun. It's fun to see how, I guess it's sort of like you were practicing or something. It's neat to see what bands go through. And
yeah, it's actually what it is. It's us going through some songs and had him come out and just sort of capture what we do in its sort of basic form.
And the videos that we're going to be seeing, do you plan on releasing those songs anytime soon?
Yeah, they're going to be on a tape that we've been working on. We finished recording it, and we're going to go in and you know, get everything done. We have the artwork, decide on a title for it. Work on basically everything that it takes, get it mastered, which basically means make it sound better than it does now, and gear up the advertising and just really get involved. And
who's going to do this for you? Do you have a publicist or a manager?
No, right now we're doing everything. You know, it'd be nice if we had a publicist. It'd be nice if we had a manager, but we're self-contained right now. So for mastering, we'll probably go down to Miami and handle that ourselves. Advertising, we'll probably, you know, handle ourselves along with the local papers, and just getting the word out ourselves.
What's going to go into that? I've often wondered what bands do to get the word out there, to get radio stations to play them. Is it just being persistent?
We hoped you knew. We're sitting here playing. She could tell us now.
You're interviewing me, okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of knowing the right people, or getting to know them anyways, and which is not too hard. If you're in a band and playing out, chances are people will come out and see you that'll say, hey, I really like you guys. I work for Thrust, and I want to write a big story about you if he's in the other room.
There you go, DJ.
And it's basically just shaking hands with people and getting to know people.
Schmoozing a little bit.
Definitely.
I guess the audience at home, and I promised I wouldn't touch on this too much, but I do want to say one thing. Brian and John used to be in a band called Parade in Paris. And if you've heard Parade in Paris, you're not going to believe Factory Black because the sound is so different. I think I was expecting sort of that same alternative type sound, and now it's a much harder edged sort of rock and roll type sound that you're putting out.
Yeah, it's something we always wanted to do, so we're really enjoying the direction we're going now.
And who came up with that? I mean, who's doing most of the writing? Who's decided that, you know, you guys are going to change entirely?
Basically what we're doing now is what Brian and I had sort of always put into, I don't want to say always put into, but sort of what our more focus was in Parade in Paris, in terms of what this band sounds like. When I was in that band, I always wanted it to sound like this band. I mean, that's how I feel about it. I've always had these certain ideas, and now I'm just a little more free to, it's a different atmosphere where Brian and I are at times just, I guess, in control of what we're trying to do for a change. So it's nice. It's what we want it to sound like now. Well,
terrific. I see we have a full call board, so why don't we take some calls out there. How are you, Rick?
I'm doing fine. You look lovely as usual, Cathie.
Well, thank you very much.
I got a couple questions. First, are you guys going to be involved in that livestock one?
No.
Coming up a couple weeks?
No, we're not. I think that's mostly a little bit more the metal bands, and you could almost put us up there with that, but it's more the Bleeding Hearts, that type of thing more.
So I heard that Dolores Telescope was going to be there too. That's why I was curious.
Yeah,
we'd love to do it. If they're out there, we'd love to do it.
Greg Mull, 98 Rock is who you need to talk to.
And this is the first I heard about it. That seems to be the question of the day.
Sure.
Everybody's really
First
talking
question
about
I
that.
asked you.
Yeah. But no, we're not in it.
Second question, are you guys playing around here sometime this weekend? Or?
The next thing we got locked down is Guavaween, which is in Ybor City about Halloween time. Probably in the next week or two we're going to play.
Guavaween is October 27th, also, by the way. We'll be playing that. A lot of local bands will be playing that. I'm not sure exactly what all of them are. I think Men from Earth, I think Bleeding Hearts is another one.
Something's liable to come up, you know, I mean, who knows? Something might be around the corner.
We also, November 2nd, Janice Landing is Catherine Will, Cathedral Swing, Men from Earth, and us, Factory Black.
Right.
That's
and
November 2nd at Janice Landing.
You just recently played Janice Landing. You did one of the Amnesty.
Yes, we played with
shows?
Stranger and Dolores
Dolores.
at
Yeah,
Janice.
that was a good concert.
That was a lot of fun.
That wasn't the
blast.
most recent Janice show, though.
No, we did another one with
Exploration X
Exploration
and...
X and Men from Earth.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be playing out in the next week or two. You can just pick up an issue of Players or probably the St. Pete Times. We should have something in there. We're right now we're just writing new songs for just more recording. That's basically what we're doing. Is working real hard and keeping the songs up to date with what we're doing.
Well, good luck to you guys. And Kathy, love your show. Watch it every week.
All right, Rick. Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Bye-bye. How are you, Lauren?
Hi. Are you playing original songs or are you singing other people's songs?
We're doing originals.
All originals.
Yeah.
Did you start off by doing originals, or did you do the typical start off by playing covers and then...
This band, we started off all originals. I can remember like 4 years ago, starting off in Parade in Paris, we did start off playing a few covers.
Mm-hmm.
But that quickly changed when we started writing more.
Lauren, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Brian, I have to ask you something. You do the best imitation of David Bowie. And I don't know if I should say imitation, but you do David Bowie, I think.
Oh, you saw me do
of course, every time I see you anywhere, I'm like, please.
Ziggy Stardust or something we did?
That's right. Do you still do it?
No, we haven't done that in quite a long
So,
time.
I guess I won't be able to request that.
That was a while ago, yeah.
Okay.
That was a fun song.
Start
was.
calling you Major Tom, dude.
Right now, we're going to see the new Factory Black. We've got a video that they did last night in their studio. This is raw. Enjoy it. This is Factory Black.
It's Collide.
Keep it occupied.
And we are back with Factory Black. What song was that?
Collide.
Collide. Well, that's great.
That was one of the first ones
Yeah.
that we wrote as a band.
Your drum set's for sale.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna give it a
Anybody
plug.
out there, the drums are for sale.
Uh-huh.
Give you a great deal. You can own a piece of history.
You know, it's
Kidding.
funny because
But they are for sale.
DJ walked in here, I showed him the studio, and he said, oh, this is sort of like a home shopping network. So, yes, DJ, if you're watching, it's like home shopping network. And I see we've got some phone calls out there. Let's take Steve. How are you, Steve?
Good, how are you?
Just fine, thanks. Do you have a
Really
question?
good, Cathie.
Thanks.
Factory Black.
Yes.
I've seen you guys play out a couple times, and I'd like to say you guys are really hitting the scene hard, and I think you are sounding really good.
Thanks a
Thank you
lot,
very
man,
much.
Steve.
Excuse my ignorance, I just started watching the show. When is the tape coming out?
We don't have a date for it yet. Right now it's a 5-song deal, and we're thinking about adding 4 more. If everything goes well, I would say this is like the musicians live, but our tape will be out in just like a couple of months.
All right. I look forward to seeing you guys at Jazz Playing and any shows you guys doing up before that.
Great.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Thanks for calling, Steve. How are people reacting to Factory Black?
Very, very positive.
Yeah.
Everybody that's come up to us has said they enjoy it even more than Parade in Paris. They always hesitate. They go, I don't mean any to dish you or anything by that, but I really enjoy this band a lot more. So.
Do you feel like maybe you're getting scrutinized a little bit more? We were talking before about your recording and what you're working on now, and that you said you don't want to release it until it is perfect, you know, and you really want to work on it. Do you think it's because people are going to scrutinize it more and go, well, you know?
People are always going to compare it to what they did before.
Uh-huh.
You know, you can't avoid that. And what they did before was very good. So if we want to be better than that, it has to be excellent. You know, so we're working a little bit harder at it to compare it ourselves, you know, and go above that if it's at all possible, which it probably is. What do you guys think? You
I
were a
believe
part of
so.
it.
Just a lot of hard work.
Yeah, I think when people, I mean, even if you just saw the video, if people hear that, it doesn't sound like the old band.
Uh-huh.
So you can compare it up to a point, but it's sort of a different animal now.
Well, great. I see we have Dennis. How are you, Dennis?
Okay, dude, what's going on?
Not too much. Do you have a question for Factory Black?
Sure you. How'd you get this Janice Landing gig together? How'd that all come about?
The one coming up,
Yeah, that's right.
we got together with all the bands and worked out what we wanted to do production-wise and cost-wise and location-wise, and decided on Janice and just got the gears rolling. Went and talked to Rob Douglas and basically just put the word out that we wanted to do it, and then we worked out the details then.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm from Legendary Green. I met a few guys when you were Parade in Paris, I guess at the Swamp Club a few times. Well, that's pretty cool. So you guys are getting it rolling. That's a lot of work, basically. Kind of working with these guys, it's tough to get the ball rolling.
Sorry.
Do you guys know
Yeah,
each
it
other?
is
Do you know
hard.
Dennis?
Dennis, what do you
Are you
play?
the singer or the
No, I'm the stage tech / manager.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I
Yeah,
know
we
who you are.
We know a couple of the guys.
I'm best friends with Nate.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Well, it's good to see you guys got it rolling. That's a pretty good move, man.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks a lot, Dennis.
Dennis, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you recommend to all the bands that they get a manager? Do you think that's real important for them?
Yeah, I really do. I think it really helps in getting things together in all aspects, not only just gigs, trying to produce a record, places to practice. That's part of our problem right now is a lot of places aren't taking bands, and there's a lot of work involved, and if you want to really gear yourself and focus on the band, you need help
Sure.
with the outside details, you know, and if somebody's there to take up that stress, I think it's great for the band.
All right, Dennis, I want to put you on hold. I'd like to get your number.
Sure.
And we need to take a break big time. I can't believe you're back. I've got a very special caller that we're going to take as soon as we come back from break. We'll have more of Factory Black, and later on in the show, DJ Justice from Thrust Magazine. We'll see you in just a little bit.
I'm a rock and roll bandit when I'm doing my job. Well, I start driving on down the street. I got a girl on the edge of town, made just for me. Feeling good is the name of the game. I may not be no man of the world.
Paragon Music is your one-stop music store. For seasoned pros or first-time rockers, Paragon delivers with great prices, huge inventory, and service that will keep you jamming non-stop. Major brands such as
PV,
Yamaha,
JBL,
Hammer and Fender excite even the most astute musicians. Prices like PV amps from $89,
Fender guitars from $169,
and drum sets from $249 make it easy for the most budget-minded player to make music the Paragon way. Zoom into the 90s with Paragon Music Center,
Tampa,
Pinellas Park,
Sarasota,
and Hollywood, Florida's largest music stores.
Hi, I'm Cathie Lucas. Welcome back to Trax. I'm sitting here with Factory Black, and we're going to show another video from you guys. I think that you also did in the studio last night. And later on in the show, tune in for DJ Justice from Thrust Magazine. He'll probably give you a bit of an insight on some national bands that he's interviewed and a little bit about Thrust Magazine and what's going on with the magazine. And so that should be a pretty interesting interview. Right now, I've got a very special caller on the line. Big Time, how are you?
Babe, it's been so long.
It's been so long.
I've been all over this great big country of ours. I've been traveling. I've been on the road.
Have you?
And I'm glad to see you got a really happening group here today. Factory Black, right?
Yes.
What do you think of these guys?
I think they're great. Now, the lead singer, is his first name Rob?
Brian.
Brian, okay. Now, I remember this gentleman when he was very, very young, just out of high school, and he played at the ACL Club, and a bunch of his buddies were there, and the parents were coming in saying these were good kids, they didn't do drugs, they were serious about their music. And I'm looking at this man right here, and you've done it, my friend. You're a credit to the area, you're a credit to your band. I think your new thing is killer.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. This is who I think it is. I remember asking you for a bit of advice on what I could do to
real estate
to make it in the music scene, and you told me to go into real estate.
Well, you always got to have something to fall back on. No, it sounds really good, and I just got back from Seattle and Manhattan, and there's a lot of cool music scenes in the country, and hopefully we can get something going here in Tampa Bay. You guys sound great, and best of luck to you.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right, Big Time. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye, love.
Bye. We are going to see another video from Factory Black right now.
I haven't lost
was Destination by Factory Black. We've got a bunch of phone callers out there waiting, so let's take Annette. Annette, you've been so patient. How are you tonight? And she hung up. Annette, we almost got you. How are you, George?
Hey, how you doing?
Great. Do you have a question for Factory Black?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say, guys, you really look great tonight. I mean, your dress is immaculate.
I know that's right.
It's the George.
I know that's right.
We love you, George.
I didn't miss the accordion at all. The thing I mostly wanted to say was something that Cathie might not have gotten around to, and that these guys definitely deserve to be acknowledged for elevating the level of local music in this area. You know, and they're really like a part of the community. They're contributing to like a feel that hasn't been in this area before. So I just want a little public acknowledgement there.
All right, George.
Thank you, George.
We should
Accordion player, I think.
We should
mention that George is the engineer on the 5 songs that we just recorded at Panda Recording Studio.
George Harris.
He also plays the
George
accordion
Harris.
on Destination on the
So that's
on the recording of it anyway.
As well as a
Studio
good,
with us that night.
well as
But
a
he was
good
supposed
friend.
to be there.
Yeah.
As well as a good friend, George.
All right, George. Well, we'll be looking forward to the cassette. George, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be looking forward to the cassette.
Oh, yeah, so am I.
All right. Thanks a lot for calling.
Great, thanks.
Bye-bye. How are you, Al?
Hi there.
Hi. Do you have a
Hello.
question for Factory Black?
Hi there.
Hi there.
I can hear you very well.
Oh, talk
Al.
up. He can't hear you.
Yeah.
How you doing, Al?
I'm doing great, Brian. What's going on, man?
Nothing. How you doing?
I saw the video. It sounds great. It looks great.
That's right. This is the first time for you to hear us or see us, then, isn't it?
Yeah. I haven't seen you in a while. You know, I missed your Janice Landing, and I understand it was unbelievable.
It was
I got a question
lot
for
of
you.
fun. Yeah.
All right.
All right. What's going to keep you around the Bay Area? You know, as things go on, why not move immediately to LA where everything's happening?
Because I think this is the next happening place. I really enjoy living here. There's a lot of great bands here, and it keeps growing more every day. From more television, the media, that aspect, even radio. Charlie Logan's Radio Clash, 98's big into it. WMNF. This television show, music players, the magazine. There's just so much going on right now. I believe other markets such as maybe LA are really oversaturated and just washed out there. I think this area is really fresh with new talent. There's a lot of great bands out there right now, and I'm not going anywhere.
Let's-
We're going to make
that's
this
great
place
to hear.
happen right here.
All right.
That is great to hear. Al, thanks a lot for calling.
Sure thing.
Well,
Annette, you're back with us. How are you?
Fine. How are you on?
Just fine, thanks.
Okay, I'd like to direct this. Excuse me?
Yes.
I'd like to direct this question to Steve. Hi, Steve.
Steve,
Hello.
we're going to get to talk.
I'm Steve.
yes, I know who this is now.
You finally know who this is?
Yes.
Okay, it's great to see you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I have a question I've been always wanting to ask you.
Well, shoot.
Are you intending to make this as a career?
Definitely. I'm going to take it as far as it can go, or as far as I can go with it. If it goes all the way to a record contract, and if that's what we do, then that's great. And if not, I'm just fine doing this. If we just like make a couple $100 a week at it, that's fine with me too. Whatever comes out.
That would be pretty good, actually. A couple $100 a week.
You know, I'm not
That's
looking
who
for.
does
I'm
that.
looking for whatever I can get out of this. You know, I enjoy playing my bass
Steve.
and
That's
doing
great.
that.
It's great to hear you talk. So
And that's what I want to do.
Annette, what do you think of them?
Oh, I think they are great.
All right. Do you think they have the potential to make it?
I think so, because I know Steve's not going to forget me.
All right, there's incentive enough. Annette, thanks a lot for calling.
Oh, bye-bye.
And I want to thank all of you for being here. I can't believe our time's over with already.
No, we want more.
We're coming back again now.
More
Right,
time.
Cathie?
However, we will be right back with DJ Justice from Thrust Magazine. So go ahead and give him a call, and you guys can probably sit in the green room and call him and ask him for some advice.
We will. We're going to
We'll have to
prank call.
harass him.
Oh, prank call him? There you go.
We're
I
gonna
want to
hold
come
him
on
back
now.
so we can stay.
So I want to thank you for being here, and I want to tell everybody out there about a brand new special from Paragon Music. Produce your own cassette demo with the help of Paragon, Yamaha, and AMR. Now you can record your creative ideas anytime they come to you with your own 4-track cassette recorder. From the Yamaha MT102 up to the MAR rack mount mixer and recorder. You too can put that creative spark into your ideas. Then go back and add to that idea with special effects, drum machines, keyboards, whatever you can think of. You can even record in the still of the night with the headphone output without disturbing anyone. Prices start at just $495. As always, Paragon, your 4-track headquarters. And we will be back in just 2 minutes with DJ Justice. Stay with us. We'll be right back.